Hello and welcome to the manual redaction tutorial. In this tutorial we're going to be looking at the manual redaction tools contained within the eRedact product. This is where most of the users of eRedact start life using the software. It's the simplest feature and probably one of the most useful, because redaction, let's not forget, often involves intelligent interpretation of the material in front of you before we can decide with valued judgment which parts of a specific letter, document or form we should remove before issuing under a FOI or a DPA request. In this case we've got just a pretty average, it's a one-page letter. It's to a council's planning service. But we'll start by invoking the eRedact solution using the toolbar button. This will just make a copy of the original file so the Word document remains untouched in the background. And here we see we're now in the eRedact environment. Very familiar, very easy to navigate around. At the top of the solution we have a series of toolbars, toolbar buttons. We've got two that are relevant to manual redaction. We've got a scribble redaction tool by popular demand, and probably the most frequently used, a rectangle redaction tool. So if we select the rectangle redaction tool, in this instance under section 40 of the FOI agreement, we'll probably want to remove the personal information relating to this letter if it was ever requested under an FOI request. So what we've done, we've selected the rectangle redaction tool, and quite simply we just draw a box over the information we want to remove. As soon as the left mouse button is released at the end of drawing the box to conceal the information, we get this window which is for automatically placing exemption codes on the redactions that a user makes. So here we'll add a redaction code. You'll note we cover European Parliament FOI, Ireland FOI, Scottish FOI codes. We've got UK data protection codes covered. We do environmental information request codes, and of course UK FOI. So in this instance we're just going to add section 40 because I know that is the reason for redaction is personal information. We see a brief narrative of the section and the description for that exemption code. If we're happy with the item we've selected, click OK, and we can then move to wherever we like the exemption code. So again, it's very flexible for fitting in with constraints on individual letters, and after that point we'll just remove the signature as well. Again, left mouse button held down, rectangle draw. As soon as the mouse button is released, the exemption code window is popped up. Very convenient to use, especially by clients who've been used to using photocopiers and doing multiple copies because the biro is still showing through, etc. So at this stage we'll just zoom out. We've actually got the address removed and the signature of the client. If we decide that that's actually all that we need to remove from this file, we're in working copy at the moment, which means we can make as many changes as we like. But if we click next, this will ask us where we want to save the redacted copy. Now you'll note that it's going to save as a PDF file, and the file is prefixed with an R-, and then it also prefixes the file with the source of the particular letter, here Microsoft Word. We don't want to store that in the file name, so we'll just leave it with an R, keep the original file name, the R indicating the redacted copy. So we'll click Save. This, because there's an image in the document, namely the signature in this instance because it's an electronic file, it's asking if we want to compress the file to optimize the output file size. We'll use the nearest available colours because this maintains the quality but reduces the file size significantly. We're now in the audit copy mode, so if we click next and again pop up a Microsoft Word, and we'll just remove the file name, but the A- signifies the audit copy file. We'll save that to the desktop, and that is the end of the redaction. We're back now into the originating Microsoft Word environment. If we just minimize that file, and if we open the redacted copy that we've saved onto the desktop, we can see quite clearly that the information that we've removed is absolutely 100% inaccessible now. So it's the same result really, but achieved a lot quicker than manual redaction using, say, a photocopier and a marker pen. If we open the audit copy file on the desktop, so just select the audit copy. What we'll do is we'll just tile those windows vertically so that we can see both files, and zoom out slightly on the audit copy. We can see that on the audit copy on the right hand side, on the redacted copy on the right hand side, sorry, the information is being completely removed, but interestingly on the audit copy on the left hand side, we can see that the information is still visible through an opaque layer, and this is where eRedact scores quite highly. We can quite clearly see that the two files, the redacted copy on the right and the audit copy on the left, are the same file from the other information, so application number reference on the letter. But what's quite interesting here is that we can see the information below the redaction, and these two files would be associated probably along with the original within the document management system perhaps, or stored on a local file directory at the client site. But if the information that's been removed here in the redacted copy was ever called to question, the audit copy is absolutely perfect for use in a court of law. It's also BIP 0008 compliant, which means it's fully admissible in court should you have taken the source file from a piece of paper, scanned piece of paper. You can actually destroy the original and the information would still stand up in court. So in a nutshell, that's the manual redaction tool, a very quick, effective way of removing information from paper-based scanned copy files, original PDFs, emails, Microsoft Excel. The software will deal with any known format, proprietary software format, and just provides a single method of removing that sensitive information that's so critical to providing good FOI, DPA and EIR responses. Okay, thank you.